Exactly.
And when you talk about incarceration, we already have decided for the last 20, 30 years to lock up so many unnecessary people, people who are sick, people who are not hardcore criminals, and we lock them away for a really long amounts of time. And I just think that that whole prison reform, I'm all about that. I'm all about getting some people home.
What do you think we need to do? What do we, when it comes to prison reform? I mean, it's hot in California. It's being discussed, prison reform federally as well. What do you think that needs to get done for it to actually have the effect that we're looking for?
Well, the fight has been fought, and it's like every fight that was fought was lost, all the way to the Supreme Court. There was time and time again where they kept keeping these unjust laws on the books. So I don't know how you go back. I don't know what the fight would be now after all that's taken place since the war on drugs and the war on crime. I don't know how we get out of this mess of having the most prisoners on the planet Earth. You know, like I just
and
don't.
they're looking at building more prisons instead of changing what you just said.
And I understand everything out here is capitalism. Everything out here is about making money. Everything is about private industry. But to lock your own people up for money, and how else can you describe it except it's a form of slavery? And you can put that on a race. You can put that it's against African Americans, Latinos, but there's a bunch of white people in jail too. And it's you know, as
mentally ill people,
as disproportionate as it may be, it seems it's just so unjust. It's so unjust with what we're doing to American citizens, giving them these lengthy time jail sentences.
So recently we've had people like Kim Kardashians and so forth and other celebrities heavily involved with prison reform discussions. Do you think that's had a big impact? And do you think more folks with the brand should get involved with this discussion?
I think anybody who would read some literature, like a book like The New Jim Crow, if you would read something, there's a lot of stuff out there, you would understand that this is not a new problem. This is, you know, when they talk about mass incarceration, it didn't get that way recently. It's been a slow progress, and it's also part of a propaganda campaign. It's also a part of some sort of kind of brainwashing where you're like, we have to lock these bad people up. You like, lock them up. And you know, it's a lot of factors that play into it. And I just think that the route we're going now with our political divide, and everybody wants to social media announce how they hate everything else, we're just going in a bad direction with using these wonderful networking tools for negativity.
But it could also be used, like you just said, as a platform for folks to speak up and stand together and unite and stand for topics like prison reform or any other issues that are impacting society as a whole, and it's about time. So that whole aspect of what you're sharing, do you think it's now a time when folks who are taking a stand and it's showing up? I mean, CNN's been covering it. So many folks have been discussing this. That's now a time when our voices are being heard.
I mean, what is the effect of
change we've been looking for?
All the people that we locked up, that we took away from the kids, took away from their kids, their families? What is the trickle down to that?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And then and it's other parts of it too. Is a part where once you criminalize a person and you turn them into a convict, and they come out of prison as an ex-felon, ex-convict, there's so many things that are against you surviving. So no matter how good you are in here inside as a person, it's against you.
It's against you because of the empathy piece. You're having empathy.
Sometimes you can't even come home to your family because of the paperwork. You want to come home and do right. You definitely can't come home and get on the right track and get back into society and to where you can elevate to, say, middle class or something. It's just the opportunities are so little.
Your storytelling brings up a lot of empathy in people who have experienced that, and there aren't just few, there are many. I want to see you take actually a little bit more of a voice on platforms that you've been discussing and lead those things, because I think
I would love to be part of something. I at every opportunity, I'm very vocal.
Right.
I feel like I can sit you here right now and play you songs that I've made many times over the years. I think that I've been saying this is a trap. It's a trap.